Good morning, everybody. My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Monday morning. It's just dark outside, very dark. Maybe we'll have some rain later, I don't know. I'm here in Rochester. Good morning. I hope everybody has a great day. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and happy birthday to High School Musical. The first film debuted on this day in 2006. Just thinking about it makes me want to put on a show. Why not ask me to sing a musical?
Alexa, sing a musical.
I'm happy where I am. I'm happy in the cloud. But even AIs can dream a dream, and it helps to wish out loud. And since you asked me to sing, I'll take this moment in the spotlight to say, I want to set your alarms. I want to do all your calculations. I want to tell you my jokes. I want to give you the inspiration to win at every day. That's my wish out loud. But I'm still happy in the cloud.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 8:24 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Monday the 20th of January.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
In Rochester, it's 1 degree Celsius with cloudy skies. Today, you can look for overcast weather, with a high of 5 degrees and a low of 1 degree.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Did you hear the one about the egg whites? It was no yolk.
And Alexa, Alexa, who was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 20th of January include David Lynch, David Baszucki, Aristotle Onassis, Omar Sy, and Buzz Aldrin.
Alexa, who is Buzz Aldrin?
According to Wikipedia, Buzz Aldrin is an American former astronaut, engineer and fighter pilot. He made 3 spacewalks as pilot of the 1966 Gemini 12 mission, and was the lunar module Eagle pilot on the 1969 Apollo 11 mission.
Alexa, how old is Buzz Aldrin?
Buzz Aldrin is 95 years old.
So it's amazing that we've had... Alexa, how many moon landings have there been in the UK?
From Answers.com, there have been a total of 6 crewed moon landings, all of which were part of the Apollo program conducted by NASA.
Alexa, when was the last time man walked on the moon?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Apollo 17 crew member Eugene Cernan was the last person to walk on the moon on December 14, 1972.
Yeah, so 1972. So good morning, everybody. I'm here in my flat in Rochester with my lovely cat Harry, and Max is sat opposite me over there. These days make you feel miserable because it's dark. If you feel happier when it's lighter, maybe when the sun's shining, or it's just lighter, it's very low visibility and it's just dark and it looks later than it is. So Alexa woke me up at 20 past 7 just because that's what she does. Excuse me. She started ever since the cat's come back. I don't mind it at all. So Alexa wakes me up at 20 past 7.
Alarm set for 7:20 a.m. tomorrow. Would you like this alarm set for every weekday?
Yes.
Alarm set for every weekday at 7:20 a.m.
So she does that anyway. And it just gives me time to heat up the flat, put the heating on for about half an hour, and then I get up properly, sort the cat and dog out, brush my teeth, brush my hair, change from my nightwear into my daywear. So that's that. And then I just take things as they come. I don't plan anything. I take things as they come, because you can't, in this world, you make plans and they get broken, or you make plans and you change your mind. You don't feel in the same mood as when you plan something. Do you know what I mean? Everybody is entitled to change their mind as well. So it's like that. It applies to all rules of life. You might change your mind, and everyone's entitled to change their mind. They could, you might feel like doing something one day, even an hour, and then you can change your mind. That's your prerogative. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you give people notice if it's going somewhere. But you are entitled to change your mind in this life, and don't let anybody force you otherwise. Last night I did not do a video. I've been quiet. It's not because I'm afraid or anything like that. It's just because I do enough videos, and sometimes in the evening I just want to sit down and relax and just forget about social media. The phone goes off with TikTok, and I don't want to turn the phone off. Someone might need me or need to tell me something, so I don't switch the phone off. I just try to ignore all this messaging going off on TikTok. So I did go out at the usual time, and it was fairly quiet. Walked onto the field. You could hear that there were kids still in that car park making a noise. There was a couple sat on a bench talking, and I just walked around the field completely by myself with nobody on it, and it was just nice and relaxing. And then I walked home, and I came into the flats. And there was this long strand. I can't help but think sometimes it is witchcraft, and I know I don't want to jump to conclusions, but what is it with this sometimes strands of what looks like hair on the floor? I was in a safe house in Gloucestershire, and someone had literally buried bags of rubbish in the garden. And it was bones and pieces of artificial hair. Bones and hair in the back garden. Bags of it. So it looks like a snake or a worm. And why is it one long strand of thick wool or hair that's left on the floor? At my old address, it was thick black artificial hair. I don't know whether someone had got hold of a wig and pulled it apart in the back garden. And bones like ribs. It was quite frightening. And the next door neighbour had toads in her garden. Not frogs, toads. Toads are completely different to frogs. They're big and fat and warty, and frogs are smaller. She had toads. They used to jump over the wall into the garden. I don't know what it is. They've got to leave something on the floor. It's really weird. Just leave something, and of course. you know, I told you what they do. They leave rubbish out and they think you're going to put hands in shit. Don't they think I can afford hairbands and hair clips and handbags? Seriously. Right now I'm looking at 3 different handbags. I mean, I've got one that came from upstairs in the pound shop. It's a nice warm furry bag to match, you know, a furry coat or something. That's there. And I've got another bag, and there's another bag, and then there's my shopping bag. I don't pick up people's... You've got to be careful when you pick up rubbish, because it's got germs on it. That's why the bin men wear gloves. They don't put their bare hands into a rubbish bin, do they? You can transfer germs. A family could have had the flu and you're touching their germs. That's why I will not pick up rubbish or touch it. So, since Harry's back, we've got the cat litter, and he loves to sit. He's a big cat, he's massive. And he takes up the whole of the cat litter tray, and then he'll do his business, and then he kicks it all over the floor. And cat litter mixed with pee-pee stinks. So, yeah, I've got a hoarse throat, and I'm sneezing, but I haven't got the flu. It's the cat. So, that is a cup of ginger tea, because I do like a nice cup of ginger tea in the morning. This place is noisy, you can hear everything, and it's not other people's fault, it's not soundproofed. So I have to get up, whether I want to lie in or not, because you can hear neighbours' noise. So what I do is I put on the radio, LBC radio, and they're talking about Donald Trump and Putin, or Putin as they call him. And I try and listen to that, which blocks out. I don't want to hear what other people are doing next door. I'm sure nobody else does either, so it blocks it out. That helps. And then I make my tea, drink my tea. I've had my Actimel. I've got to make sure I get my vitamins and minerals during the menopause. And I try to lift my mood myself. But it isn't going to go away. Everybody thinks like I'm going to go back up and it's going to continue what was happening to me. It's not. I am making a stand. I do not want to be bullied anymore. I don't want to participate in it. I also want to lose weight because I've got high cholesterol. And stuffing myself with takeaways is not going to help me at all. It's not. So I've swapped the takeaway for some fruit and fibre. And I don't want to go and waste money. I would rather keep it for something when I need it. The getting all in a stressed state is another thing I'm learning to deal with. If you just turn away and back away from it, or just let what was going on carry on, but just don't react to it, it's very difficult and it's very hard. And you don't want to feel a mug, like you're being, they can do what they want and you've got to do this. No, it's not that way. I know when it's too much and I've got to deal with it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not going to bang around and lose my temper anymore. Or tell everybody everybody where I'm going and what I'm doing. I'll just shoot off and no one will know. People have got to learn. If you want people to respect you, they've got to learn not to treat you like that. And if they keep treating you like that, you're just not going to put up with it. And if someone is a liar and they keep saying to you, I'm not a liar, am I? I'm not, am I? You've got to stand up for what you believe in. And if you think they're a liar, you say they're a liar. Because they are just trying to overpower you and make you do as you're told. And I'm not having that done to me anymore. I didn't do this, did I? In my opinion, you did. What, you want me to shut my mouth and lie to people? And I'm not apologising because I haven't done anything wrong. I suffered because I took the blame, not because I wanted to, for somebody else. And I got treated like absolute shit. When you love somebody, right, you do anything for them. But then you realise that they won't do anything for you. And then I'm just happy without being in a relationship. Really? That's when you know your relationship is shit. When you take the rap for somebody and they just leave you to die, if you like. Never will I do that again because I won't be involved in a relationship again. I don't want it to happen again. I'm happy on my own. You get involved with people, right, you can get put in some really, really tricky situations, right, that you don't want to be in. I'm grateful for who I am. I'm happy with myself. I'm proud of myself. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. They're not in my life. It's not irrelevant. It's irrelevant. As for people trying to get into my life, you've got no chance at all. Absolutely none. Because I can smell a rat a mile off that's been sent to fucking mess my life up. Do you know what I mean? The last ones, well, I hope he's in France. That's where I was. And that, don't trust people that say, I don't tell lies. They do. Everybody lies. To say that you don't tell lies is a lie in itself. So guys, I hope everybody has a great Monday. It can get monotonous and boring on your own, but I don't want fake people in my life. I don't want lies fed into my ears. I don't want someone being nice to my face when they hate my guts and are just putting on a show to hide it. And if you want to leave me messages, leave me messages. But until you grow up and realise what you're doing, which I don't think will ever happen, I'm not interested. It's childish, it's silly. Even my voicemail messages sound like they're coming from a playground bully. It does. I don't even want to listen to them. It's all fake and it's all put on. I'm just not interested anymore. We all can act, we all can all put on a facade and a fake face in the morning and pretend we like somebody, but then, it's not a nice thing to do, is it? It's better to be honest with somebody than to bullshit them a load of rubbish. So all I've done is cut the liars out my life, and there's not many people in it right now, is there? And I wonder why. See you later.